Hello, everybody.
Oh, we're on. Hello. Hello.
Welcome
Welcome to you.
to a different side of the room. Actually, this is where
This is the
we used
original
to.
side.
We've just had a couple of different positions whilst you build it out in here.
Yes.
Does it look good in the video? Like the
Just looks like a white wall.
do you see the like? Do you see anything different, or is it just?
Not really, just the picture.
oh,
oh.
yeah. I mean, it's a
Is
pretty
your
cool
microphone
picture.
on?
Yes.
It's been a couple of weeks. Becky forgot how to talk
podcast.
into it.
Into a microphone.
I have a question of the day real quick.
Okay,
It's
go.
today's class question. It's been one of my favorites so far.
It was pretty good.
What is, because I think this would also make a good poll, Becky, write it down. What is your favorite, all-time favorite Australian TV show? And I'll allow movie options as well.
Yeah, it is very good. When you first said it, my brain couldn't think of anything. And then because I was halfway around the room, I was like, oh my God, all of those
All
are
of them.
they're so brilliant as
Yeah,
well. Like
yeah.
everyone's answers. And I also, but because I watched so many of them as a child, I didn't even know they were Australian. Like you just watch them as a kid and you're just
yeah,
like,
it's all
that's
you
just
know.
TV, like whatever.
Yeah.
But now as an adult, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And you told me mine, which it is.
Sorry.
No, it's great. I actually forgot about it. Colin from Accounts. So
Brilliant show. So smart.
great. So clever. Very funny.
So funny.
And also Home and Away.
Yeah. You watched that as a kid every night?
Like 7 p.m. The whole family was in that lounge room.
It's the best.
What about you?
Offspring.
And then that was everyone's answers.
Yeah.
I don't watch it. I don't
You
know what
never
it is.
watched it.
What is it?
It's my life, really.
What is it?
No, it's a show about a doctor. She's a doctor. She's an obstetrician. Makes sense.
Makes sense where you're going now.
I wanted to be her. Like, you don't even understand how much I wanted to be Nina Proudman. And I wanted to be in that family.
It's so interesting. Like that would have shaped your wanting to be in this like medical field.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was obsessed. Like, I've watched it. I can't even tell you how many times.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I love
Becky,
it.
do you actually like any Australian shows?
Wow.
Her face says no.
And I can't really think of any. I don't know what would be.
We
other
don't,
than
we don't have Love Island Australia. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you do.
Oh, do we?
Is it in Australia?
Yeah. And Maths Australia. But
Ew.
the only one that comes to mind that I watched as a kid was Lassie.
Oh,
And that was in England.
you don't know
I don't think I
Lassie?
ever watched
the
that.
Dog. Lassie
Yeah.
the dog.
That was Australian, wasn't it? I'm pretty
Ooh.
sure.
Again, like everything's just like
Yeah.
when people were saying like Blue Heelers, Water Rats, like all of that. I was like, oh yeah, that is Australian.
Yeah.
And that's sick shows. I loved them.
Iconic.
And so you wouldn't even know what those are. And
No.
like, yeah.
A couple of girls this morning who are from the UK said that they used to watch Neighbours a lot. Like, that was quite a big deal over there.
Like the Australian neighbours.
yeah.
Yeah. That was that and Home and Away.
Huh.
It's like
Interesting.
3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So you get home.
Oh my
in
God. Do
time.
you remember Passions? Do you remember that? It's not
Fucking
Australian.
Hated
But
that
it used to be
show.
on as soon as we got home from school
Oh,
every day.
used to make me so angry.
Sorry, interrupting.
That's a crazy.
Funny.
That's funny. Did you know that? Well, did you know? Yes, you know, because you live in Australia and have for many years. That Neighbours in Home and Away is on like 6:30 and 7 p.m.
Yeah, well, maybe not 3:30, but it was like after school time.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit later.
How
Crazy.
interesting.
Yeah.
And I wonder if you guys were up to the same season as we were, or if it was just like old.
I don't know.
I don't know. There was so many people were saying shows this morning. I was like, yes, so good.
That is a very good question. Where did that come from? Is that from your brain?
I read something about it last night, and then I was like, because Offspring came like number 9. I was like, no, it is number 1.
Well, yeah, I don't know why I never watched it.
Yeah.
Was it on late?
No, but it wasn't. I don't think I ever actually watched it when I was on TV. No, that's a lie. I did. I don't even know.
Because I also had a very strict bedtime growing up.
This was more like teenage to early adult, I'd
I
say.
still had a
rather
very
than-
strict bedtime.
You had no bedtime and no rules.
What was your bedtime as a child?
Oh, I don't even know.
Did you have one? Did you?
Yeah,
have
I
one?
definitely had
Yeah, I
one.
don't
I
know.
had strict parents, man.
I had strict parents.
Same.
That's why she left.
I just couldn't control it. She was too strong for the strict. 8:30 p.m.
I have to ask Mum. I don't even remember.
for a really long time.
Like, that's my bedtime now.
Yeah, I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed a TV until I was 16. And I used
Yeah.
to sneak
Like
up
in your
into
bedroom?
the spare room, yeah. And like
I never
put it
got
on
TV.
mute and just watch it in the dark.
Just watch the pictures.
And the door would open. Becky, we know what you're doing. Damn it.
Very funny. Hilarious.
All right, what are we talking about?
We are going to talk about the Contessa Games. It feels like it was 19 years
75 years ago.
Yeah.
We still got a lot of content from the day to get out on the gram too, which
Yeah.
is exciting.
Yeah.
So heaps more to come from that.
So it's our birthday. I mean, it started as like the birthday competition celebration every year, but the Open gets very close to that now. So we pushed it. How long ago did we move it back, do you reckon?
Only a couple of years.
Couple years.
2-3 years maybe.
Yeah.
We moved it
We
back.
just got too tired.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that.
So every year in-house competition. And this was the best one yet, I think.
I reckon. Well, we think so. Do you think so?
I think so.
Oh, that's
It's the
good.
one that I
That's
enjoyed
nice.
the most.
Oh,
for
that's
sure.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So we were talking about, just before we jumped on, we were talking about the origin and how it all started. And it began as an individual competition, and it was on the anniversary of the first year. And then we ran it as an individual competition for 6 years. And when did you were obviously a part of the,
Yeah.
do you know when? Which ones?
Do I like
Which ones
What
do
do
you
you-
remember being a part of?
20? Can I see? I feel like here,
19?
maybe that one very vaguely, but
Yeah.
that one.
19. So you had 2 indie ones, and then
Yeah.
we went to pairs.
Yep.
21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So we've had 6 individual ones, and then we went to pairs. And do you remember why we changed from individual to pairs?
Yeah, it was just after COVID, and we had just moved into this gym. We had been here for a little bit, maybe, and people were just not as keen on signing up. I don't know if we got a new influx of like new members post COVID that were just a bit like, oh, like I don't want to do that by myself. And I remember that we advertised it that year, and we weren't getting many people interested, and everyone we spoke to was a bit like, oh, that's like really scary. And then I'm pretty sure it was your idea to turn it into a pairs comp. And then it just has been ever since.
I don't know if you remember, but even the few years prior to changing it to pairs, it was like pulling fucking teeth getting people to sign
It
up.
always is, hey.
And it was like, this year was good because I was like, sign up or don't.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't care
honestly,
anymore.
just
I'm retired, getting old.
like, if you want to do it, great. If you don't, I don't care. I think the few years prior, people like doing I've never done an individual comp. I don't think.
No, there's none.
Apart from the
Yeah.
Open, like there's not really individual comps out there. And it was like, it was so hard. We would have to fight people and be like, you can do it. It's great. It's so much
yeah.
fun. But doing something individual is so different to doing it with someone. It like, you literally halve the pressure or double it, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was why we went to pairs because we just thought the uptake would be a lot better. It has been.
It has been.
It's been like less pressure. Like, and we never put pressure on people, but we were always like, you can do it and you're going to have the best day.
It's one of those things like maybe even when you're in it, you're like, this fucking sucks. But afterwards, best day ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because doing hard things.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
And this was the first year that we're going to talk a little bit about like how the programming went this year because it was quite different. The first year we had no divisions. So we would normally have Scaled and RX.
Yep.
But this year, this was your idea. You were like, I want one division.
Yeah. And I remember you went, oh, okay. And you were in straight away. Like, and I think we are better than we've been with programming, understanding like everything. Like we have evolved with Contessa and with the Contessa Games.
And with CrossFit as well. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we knew,
I mean, we are both level 3s. So.
I feel like I'm finally being seen as a level 3 now that you're a level 3.
I haven't said it enough.
Yeah.
I was thinking it last night. I was like, does everyone know yet?
I think so.
Okay.
I feel like we've made a pretty big deal about it, but we can go more.
Yeah.
Like, do you just want me to start referring to you as L3?
No, don't.
Like B1 and B2, but we'll be L3 and L3. We just call each other L3s. That's fun.
That's hilarious. Anyway.
Becky's like, shut the fuck up.
You'll understand what time. I'm joking.
Just keep pushing, babe, till
Yeah.
you get there.
I am. level
Oh, yes.
3. I'm with you guys.
You're a Cert 3 bitch. Sit down. Okay. All right. Back on track. Yes, I feel like we have gained a lot of experience and knowledge and confidence behind what we are able to do and capable of doing. And these things start like coming into our brains about how to be able to do it. And it's like, absolutely, yes. We can
Yeah.
run a fucking sick competition with one division with 70-year-olds, people who can't do a burpee comfortably, all the way to people who can do 10 unbroken muscle ups.
Yep.
And we did that. And
We did.
Like, Candace and I were walking around after event 1, like,
We fucking nailed it.
we're so smart. Like, we were just looking at each other, clenching our fists, going, fuck, we're smart. Like, it was
And every time
funny.
something would happen, we'd look at each other and be like, yep.
Oh,
We knew that was going to happen.
See?
It was very fun.
Someone has asked like how the programming kind of comes about. So we start a keep note. I start one probably 2-3 months out, and we just start putting ideas. Like anytime we see a cool workout or the CrossFit workouts of the day, we often screenshot and be like, oh, this is cool, or this element of this is cool. So we just started that, and then it just kind of like evolves with ideas and
Yeah.
stuff over time. So once you said that, I was like, okay, well, that workout's not going to work, but we could make it something like this. And it just we just like bounce ideas back and forward.
And those ideas get bounced around for months before.
Yeah, months and months and months.
Before the actual.
I reckon as soon as the open is done,
Yep.
that's like the next week we're
Yep.
like, okay, what next?
Yeah. And then we start talking about the games. And so do you want to go straight into event 1? Talk about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So on that was derived from the Community Cup workout. I did that workout and I said to you, I was like, we've got to do something
And I
like that.
coached it and was like, fuck yes, we do. That was brilliant. On paper, I was like, I don't like this. Like, I don't understand how this is going to look. But once I coached those classes that day, I was like, holy shit, that is a workout.
And it's like the doing it and feeling it. I was like, round 1, I'm okay. Round 2, I absolutely got punched in the guts. Like, it was just such a shock. And I was like, this is what we need people to feel and be smart. So let's talk about, do you remember what the Community Cup workout was? I'll find that
Yep.
if you know.
I do remember. It's like, it was like 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. So we couldn't do that exactly because we had pairs.
Yep.
So it needed to be 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, like equal work rest.
Yep.
It also had overhead squats, which I think was what made that workout so potent. But because we decided to not have divisions, we couldn't really program overhead squats and it be fair across the board. So
Yeah. We were like, what's a movement that will give a similar feeling after the fatigue of the machine, but everyone is physically capable of moving through.
yeah. And so we had a couple of ideas. I don't know if you remember this. The first ideas we had were some variation of like a dumbbell box step over.
Yes, I do remember that.
And then we also had written in that same one burpee box jump overs, potentially, or burpee step overs.
Yep.
But we got rid of the burpee element because of workout 3, which we'll talk about later. Skipping was another thing that was on the table, but again, it's an important skill. But when we look at our inclusion, particularly for our gym or women, lots of pelvic floor issues, it's just something that I'm like, we don't need to test that.
Which we have in the past,
Yeah.
right? And
Yep.
this is where our evolution of being better coaches has come about and understanding our population better. And do you remember the year we did sandbags and double unders?
Yep.
We were both like, fuck.
We fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, awesome test.
Great workout.
Not for vaginas.
Yeah. But so many people's feedback was like, oh, like I've never felt my pelvic floor like that. And we were like, okay, we can't do that anymore
Yeah.
at the Contessa Games because it's too much.
Yeah. And that's not fair to ask people to work their absolute hardest and feel that.
Yeah,
and go through that.
absolutely. So we actually had it as a skipping variation for a couple of weeks and we tested it in classes. It was a Saturday workout where we tested a very similar structure and we had skipping in there and I was like, maybe we could make this work if it wasn't too much volume. The skipping was progressively getting harder every round. So it started with single unders and then it was like single crossovers and then it was doubles and then it was double crossovers, I think. So it would have been self-limiting anyway because of the skill. But then we decided, no, to replicate that community cup workout, it needed to be something overhead.
Yep.
And it needed to be squatting.
Yep.
So we landed on single arm dumbbell thrusters.
But we also took a while to get to that point,
Yes.
if you remember.
Yeah.
We went barbell thrusters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Double dumbbell thrusters,
Yeah.
and then we ended up with single dumbbell thrusters that was progressing in load.
Yes. And we picked the loads from, we did it in a workout. We did it as a skill piece one day, took note of what people were getting up to, what they were too scared to try. And we were like, perfect, that's the final weight.
Yeah. 20 kilo single arm
That's
dumbbell
on you
thrusters.
guys. You did that.
And I, yes, it was so fun. Like,
because we knew and no one
yeah,
else. And we were like,
being in the class, and I'm like, got my 20, and I'm like, oh, no one else is going to use this. Oh, it sucks to be you. Don't get a little taste of this. But like, it's crazy, like what people will do when they have to versus when they
given a
want
choice.
to.
Yeah.
And like, so many women were able to crush that
Yes.
20 kilo dumbbell.
And like, we made the scoring system work so that even if you got one of those reps, it still counted. Like all of those reps counted. And yeah, so many ladies who probably had never even touched a 20 kilo dumbbell before were doing it with thrusters.
Yeah.
Like, that's freaking cool.
We've talked a lot about the workout, but do you want to actually say what the workout
Oh,
is
yeah.
so people know?
So it's 4 rounds, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. So each athlete does 4 rounds. Within that 2-minute window, 13 cows on the Echo Bike, 15 single arm dumbbell thrusters, which started with air squats and then got heavier with the dumbbell load. So it went 10, 15, 20 for the girls. The time that was left over, this is my favorite part of the workout, accumulate gymnastics, but you could pick the gymnastics skill and they each had a different point allocated to them. Yep. So knee raises was like 1 point, toes to bar was 2, pull-ups was 3, chest to bar was 5. Bar muscle up was
10.
8 or 10 or something.
Yep.
So essentially you got to choose how to get the most amount of points.
Yep.
So you had to be smart as well as fit to win that workout.
And
the winners were smart. They
Yeah.
did exactly what we thought they should do, but
Yep.
wasn't sure if anyone was going to think about it that
Yep.
much.
because just because you can do chest to bars, maybe you can do 2 in a row, but you can do 6 pull-ups in a row, like work out the time difference and what, all of that sort of stuff like came into massive play. So the programming we have in the gym on a day-to-day basis, like we give people the best option, but we want people to learn from that and then be able to make options for themselves. So that's what we've really tried to push at this year's Contessa Games as well, is like, be smarter.
And like you've got
Use
all
it.
the information you need.
Use what you learn here every day.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool to see how people handle that. But I'd also like to mention, hopefully she's cool with me mentioning it, but we like the element, and probably a hint for next year and every year moving forward, we like gymnastics under fatigue because it proves so much more of your fitness.
Yep.
Like if you've got that that high heart rate and you're able to perform an element like a gymnastics element, like you're fitter and you don't just get to do the sexy stuff when you're fresh. Like we want you to really prove it.
And we've really taken that. That's how CrossFit has evolved as well with the open. Like the way that it's programmed now is there'll be bar muscle ups at the end of everything else. And if you get there, amazing, but you got to be fit enough to get there. So like, I think that's really been taken from that.
Absolutely. And do you remember Chloe last year? Do you remember what happened in the Contessa Games?
No.
She was pretty good at bar muscle ups.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
In classes, like she was getting them. She was learning them. She asked me before the workout, she's like, I'm a bit nervous about all of this fitness but before the bar muscle up. And I was like, try this. This is your plan. Have a crack. She couldn't do one. She cried. She was so upset. She felt like...
Was this last year?
Last year.
Yeah.
She was really upset. And she was like, that sucks because I've done all this work. And it's like, well, now let's work on your fitness.
That's the challenge. Yeah.
This year, she was able to do several bar muscle ups under fatigue. Under
cool.
more fatigue than it would have been in last year's workout as well.
Very cool.
It's very cool. So I hope Chloe's very proud of that because it's not easy. Like it's not easy. The skill of a bar muscle up is not easy. Doing it after thrusters and bike in a very limited time frame.
Yeah, and with that time pressure as well. Like you can't rest. You've got to just go and hope that you've got it. And then just like the smarts of that workout, like Han, one of our coaches can do 10 unbroken bar muscle ups. She had 40 seconds probably in that first round left. She made the judgment call to go chest to bar pull-ups, knowing that she could hold on. I think she ended up with 32 unbroken chest to bars, and she knew points wise that was going to be way smarter. So she could have done the sexy thing and maybe gotten 5 or 6 bar muscle ups out, but knew that she would get more points from the chest to bars, which is what she did. And I was like, good, like that's smart. That's what you should have done.
And the other thing I liked with Han in that workout, she looked and felt exactly how I felt with that community cup workout. So I was on the microphone. She was right near the microphone where she was set up on the station. She did workout round 1, did round 2, and she was in a different resting position from round 1. And I was like, how you doing? She's like, I feel like I've just been punched in the gut. I was like, yes.
Perfect. We nailed it.
Yeah.
I loved that workout
I reckon that was my favorite.
of the day. Yeah, it was very cool.
It's just like, I love watching programming, feeling the gymnastics under fatigue. It's just the best. It's just like such a well-rounded fitness, you know?
Yeah.
It's very cool. That one was like the bike element, like a lifting element and the gymnastics element, like is everything.
Yeah.
Like if you can do that workout on repeat, like
You fit.
you're fit.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was like a clear winner for that, but the middle of the pack was very, very close. So it was separated in that last round, especially by people who could do that one extra thruster. Like people weren't getting back to the rig, which is what we wanted.
Yeah.
It was like, could you do 5 thrusters or 6? And like, that's what the separation of points was. So that was very cool to see as well, because people ended up placing way higher than their skills probably allowed for, because they were just that little bit better on the bike and
absolutely
with the dumbbell.
Notable, I'd say, we haven't talked about this at all actually, but that just reminded me. Do you remember when we briefed? Oh, that's the other thing we did differently this year. We didn't release the workouts ahead of time, which is how I used to do it way back in the day. And then it was just common practice to release 6 weeks out.
We're never doing that again.
Never. Keep it on the down low. As we were briefing the workout before the workout, we had several questions about that 20 kilo dumbbell. Do you remember the fear that people had about that 20 kilo dumbbell? Do you remember that?
I don't.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
There was
like,
several.
We can't.
What if we can't?
Yeah.
What if we can't?
Yeah.
And then you were responding because you did the brief on that one. Well, then you get as far as you can.
Yeah.
You try and you can't do it. And the shock and horror on many people's faces that they may not be able to do something that's programmed.
Yeah.
And I think that that's like really notable because like it's the Contessa Games, although is a celebration, it is still a test and it's still a competition. So you shouldn't be able to do everything that we program. And I think that's something important for moving forward is like you will be faced with things in the games and in life that you can't yet do, but like how cool to have a crack and just
and like how
do
cool
your
to
best.
then like take that and be like, I'm going to do that next time. And like, I'm going to put in the work now to be able to do that rather than like, oh, I'm shit.
Yeah. That's all on that. Anything else on workout 1?
No, I think, I was pretty stoked with that one.
Yeah. Workout 2. Is it in your
Workout
brain
2,
Brain
yes.
2?
Yeah, I got it. So workout 2 was a 2-parter.
Yep.
It started with a 1 kilometer row
2K row.
each. 2K? Yeah, 2K altogether. Yeah. But they had to break it into 1 kilometer
1K
per
at a
person.
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is on a running clock. So that was from 0 to 10.
Yep.
At 10 minutes, the workout switched into part B and it was a lifting thing, but the score was total tonnage. So from 10 minutes to 12 minutes, it was was it 10 or an 8 RM clean?
Started with a 10.
10, 8, 6, 2 or something?
Yeah.
The next 2 minutes was whatever I didn't just say, 8.
Yep.
The
10,
next 2 minutes was 6. The last 2 minutes was 2.
Yep.
You could do that however you liked. You just had to make sure that they were unbroken and it was completed within that window. So if you failed and you had time, you could do it again. And you had to
do 2 each.
do 2 each, but you didn't have to alternate. You could do that however you wanted.
Yep.
So again, you had to be smart about the scoring firstly, tonnage. So the 10s were the most important lift because times 10, that's the score for that.
Yep.
I think a lot of people were just worried about the 2s.
Yeah.
You don't get any points for the 2s. Like, good job, but 10s were the important ones. So I don't know whether that clicked until the end for people. But then again, like same as the way CrossFit has gone, lifting after you're tired, because it's great that you're strong, but can you perform under fatigue? Which I thought was also very,
Very clever.
cool. Mm-hmm.
And the evolution of that workout, I think I wanted the tonnage.
Yes, and I wanted
You
a long
wanted-
row.
Yes. And then we were like, let's put that in one workout.
Let's do it together.
And I thought the tonnage was a good idea with the single division, like
Yes.
using something that's not like just a 1 RM or a 3 RM, like, because you know that, you know, there's those heavy end lifters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and also the smarts, like I said, we wanted people to like use
Like
this.
think about it.
Yeah.
And we tested that in a
Yeah.
workout probably 2 weeks before for, it was just cleans, touch and go sets. And I think we did 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 or like 9, 7, 5, 3, 1 or something like that. So all of the information they needed was in their app
Yeah.
if they recorded it and if they thought about going back to check it.
Yeah.
Did anyone look? You looked, yeah.
We did, yeah.
Smart.
Very good. Yeah. And I think that's the thing is like we will always plan the games around our training.
Always.
So like whatever, like everyone's going to always be able to do or have a crack at what we do for the games because that's what we do in the gym every day.
And we tested so many things in the lead up that you guys will never even like. Was that a test? I don't know.
Did you
Maybe
know?
it was for next
No,
year?
not a clue.
That's so
You
good.
know, even before we involved Kyle, he knew.
Yeah, he's
He's very
yeah.
cluey with that sort of stuff. He's like, we've never done single dumbbell thrusters.
Yeah,
He's
why
like,
are we
that's
doing it now?
he's like, that's for the games. Like he knew straight away.
That's so good.
Yeah, very funny. And the 1K row, how do you think that went?
good.
Do you think people held back more than they should have?
Yeah, I think so. I think people saved a bit more than I expected them to even.
For the lift.
And the only reason I think that is because we did a 1K row a couple of weeks before in the programming and everyone, I think it was it a 1K or 2 500s or something? I can't remember. Everyone was barked.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would be really cool to lift after, but they didn't send
Yeah.
it quite as hard.
Yeah. And even I haven't talked to many people about, like, I've had lots of conversations of, oh, you guys did really good
Yeah.
programming, but not like really individual things about it. Han talked to me about that one and she was like, I should have went faster
Yeah.
on the row.
Yeah.
But I honestly thought I would have been way more cooked for lifting, but I was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So she's like, I should have and could have definitely went faster.
Yeah. Yeah. And they they won overall, but they didn't win that.
Yeah.
So I think there were probably a couple of teams that were a little bit too reserved that could have got some extra points
Pushed a little
in
more.
that section. Yeah.
And then she also said, because I don't know if you remember, I was on the microphone.
Yeah.
She did the 10 and she finished like in 40 something
Yeah,
seconds.
like
So
she could have gone
she
again.
could have gone again. And I was like, oh, Hannah looks like she wants to go again. She did not. She was bending down. I was like, Hannah looks like she wants to go again. And she's like shaking her head like, hell no. But then she said she was saving herself thinking she would need to for the 6. But she said she was fine.
Yeah.
So she could have went again on her
Yeah.
lift.
Yeah.
And the other thing with the lift, which we thought a lot of people
Yeah.
would have done more of, was test the weight. Do like if you're on the set of 10 and you do 5 and you know that you're
got
good,
it. Put some more weight on the bar.
put it down. Start again. Like don't do all 10.
And that's, I think, we encourage them to warm up like that lifting days, but people just don't get it. They're like, no, I'm going to do 3 because we'd have to do 3. I'm like, do 1. If it
Yeah.
feels good, put some more weight on.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's another like learning point.
Hopefully. What did you do? And did you feel that? Like
We changed our strategy very last minute. So we were out the back changing our plan, adding up the numbers. And it was a risk because I had to hold on to a very heavy weight for 8 reps, which I could have failed, but it was a risk we were willing to take. So I was going to do the 10s and 6s, and then we switched it because Maddie can get heavier. So she did the 10s and 6s,
Smart
and I
gals.
did the 8s and 2s,
Yep.
knowing that I would just have to lift what she just lifted, but 2 less reps.
yeah.
But then I had to hold on for dear life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
You did.
dramatic. I liked it.
I loved it. She was screaming.
Yeah. I was
she's
like,
still gonna-
I'm not dropping this fucking barbell.
She's still got a bruise on her sternum from it too.
Do ya?
Yeah. It was epic.
But yeah, the strategy was interesting, and the 2 heats that went first were feeding back to like the heats behind
interesting.
them, which is nice.
That's nice of them.
Which made us change our plan when we got some feedback from people.
Yeah.
Because there were quite a few girls who failed the lift
And didn't
in
get
the
any
window
points.
and just stopped.
Yep.
And I'm like, just do anything. Like, even if it's 25 kilo, like,
Just
you know,
say,
do
"Boo!"
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you get 0 essentially if you don't lift in that window. And there was a couple of teams on the leaderboard where they probably would have been on the podium if they didn't stuff that up. There were 2 teams I can think of that would have been in the running for 2nd and 3rd,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But lessons.
Yes. Lessons.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we learn from it. So yeah, that was also a very fun and cool workout
Yeah.
to program and to watch. Like, loved it.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah. And then workout 3.
Yes, we both said this year we wanted something long. And High Rocks obviously is a big, are we allowed to say the name? High Rocks.
They would love if you said the name, I think.
Is obviously a massive player in the fitness industry now, and like we love it. Like, I think it's such a cool thing that is giving a lot of people access to training. Like, I think it's so great. I know a lot of people shit on it, but I think it's awesome.
It's just going to help CrossFit grow.
Yeah, and it's like that. For most people, it's that long, slow fitness, which we don't get a lot of exposure to in CrossFit. Like, we don't do it that often. So I think it's awesome. And I think it's an awesome training tool. So we were like, we want to do something like that. So
Without killing people.
We had a couple of ideas. I don't know how we ended on that specifically. Did we just decide that from the start? That's what we wanted to do?
I think we talked about making something off-site.
Yes.
And then we both were like, yeah, the track sounds
yeah,
fun.
Yeah, okay.
And then we started inquiring about the track. And then I think we kind of built it around the track a little bit.
Absolutely.
I think we built it around it being in there.
Because we knew so long and slow we can't have running because of the divisions all being together. And again, the
Yes.
pelvic floor,
Yeah.
you know, all of that. So we wanted everyone to have like a really equal kind of opportunity to move through that workout.
Oh, no, we talked about sandbags.
Yeah.
Talked about farmer's carries.
We wanted it to be grindy, heavy,
Yeah.
just something that's just like gross, but you can't stop.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of where that came from. And then I think just like the High Rocks movements are that. So it's like
Yeah.
burpee broad jumps, walk-in lunges, carries.
Yeah, we went from sandbag carry to farmer's carry, but we were like, the equipment required for those things we just don't have and don't think we'd be able to source.
Yeah.
So then we landed on, remember the plate carry when we played around with that in
Yeah.
the gym? We were like, oh, maybe just like a 10.
And then we were
And
like,
then we're
nah,
like,
that's
no,
too
that's
light.
too light. And then we went from a 10 to a 20 and a 10. Let's make one person carry a 20 kilo and a 10 kilo because that would have slowed everyone down. But then, you know, we think about the divisions and everyone who's in it, and that just felt a little bit unsafe in the changeover.
Yeah.
Would have been
Gross. Yeah.
absolutely disgusting. But the 20 kilo plate was a good choice
Yeah.
to make it feel like we wanted to make it feel.
And we tested that portion of it here in the gym, just like with different ways to carry the plate, you know, and it was just like nothing felt good. So we were like, perfect, that's going to be it.
Disgusting.
Yeah. And then walking lunges, burpee broad jump. So it was a 25-minute AMRAP, full lap of the plate carry, half a lap of walking lunge, half a lap of burpee broad jump.
Yeah. And I didn't do it, but it went pretty fast, that 25
Yeah.
minutes.
I was, surprised.
Yeah. And less rounds than, like less laps around
Yeah.
than I thought they were going to be
Yeah.
on the track. The track is long.
Yeah, and it was quite hot that day as well.
Yeah.
Like, we're in the middle of winter, but that was a spicy hot day. So I think
And
that
the
really
ends,
slowed people down.
right.
Yeah. So obviously when we tested portions of it, it was like inside
Yeah.
and not at the end of 2 competition workouts.
Yeah.
So just that different stimulus, I guess.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I was pretty stoked with that one as well.
The only thing I didn't like, which we couldn't have done anything about, is like, but we wanted the offsite and that to be different, was like the lack of music. I just love music.
Yeah.
But like, because I feel like music like lifts the vibe, but there's nothing we could do about that.
Yeah, but I also liked that there was like that's just like
Just changed
another
it.
element that you have to struggle through.
Yeah.
I think that's cool to have sometimes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted it for me. No, I'm joking. But yeah, very, very happy with the entire day. I think it was awesome. I think it was so challenging mentally and physically. And I think we were very, very clever with the programming and the single division. And I think the way we are and the way we do things here is for everybody. So the games and the workout should be for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think it was very cool. And yeah, we'll never go back to doing it as individual. But yeah, teams of two are great.
Yeah. And it's just, do you have like a standout thing that happened on the day that you were like, that's my favorite?
Ooh. Oh, like pretty biased, but watching Callie and Avi do it was very cool.
Yeah.
Like, and just like their composure and calmness and coolness to the whole thing. I was like, how good for them to be able to be exposed to this. And then as they grow and as they get older, they're going to be okay with competing, you know, like.
And just doing hard shit.
Doing hard things like
Yeah.
that make them uncomfortable. So that was cool. But that's like, you know, selfishly personal. But I don't know. I think I can't think of anything, and because it was several weeks ago and feels like 75 years ago. I think, yeah, just the workouts and watching it come to life when we probably spent more time on them and effort on them than ever before. It's like we created something and then you get to watch it and it just happens all very fast. I think, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get to see much of the girls because I was emceeing when they were down the other end, but I did see a little bit of Mitch and Max. So they're two kids who have come, or Mitch anyway, has come up through our kids program. So he started, I don't even know how many years ago now, but has just graduated into adult classes. And Max has just joined and they're a similar age. And like
Teenage boys,
like how cool for boys to see their mums doing cool shit and just to be, like surrounded by women. I just think that's so cool for their upbringing, just to know that like, no, we are fucking great and we are strong and like we're going to beat you in workouts. And that was really cool to see them, but they actually did win the row workout. So that was like, but watching them like fight through that.
they like, and I think that's that
was
thing.
cool.
Like they're both so new to that and like competing. They didn't have the fear of, oh, I've got to lift next. They're just like, fucking rip it off. Like they were just sent it.
So funny.
And do you remember how unwell Max was afterwards?
Yeah.
So
Just
good.
Little vom boy.
Yeah. So good. But
So
yeah,
great.
that was excellent.
But yeah, it's always such a fun day.
Yeah. So good. Anything to add, Miss Becky?
My favorite part is not knowing the workouts. For me, I think that made me enjoy the day so much more.
Do you think it's the expectations or fear of expectation that you have of how things should go if you know about it too far in
and
advance?
everyone planning, everyone talking about it.
So
I just
true.
liked the hush before, like, this is it. Like, now.
It was like actually nice for us as well, like people not
Asking questions
and like being
freaking
present
out.
in workouts. They're not just like, oh, can I just practice this? Because I'm like, no, just
And just doing things off the fly, doing a bit of working at like seeing people like on their phones,
Yeah,
like, working out
planning
numbers a little bit
things.
before.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you've got to go for it, and that it might, like, if you had a week in advance, you might have tried it a few different ways, and then right, we're going to do this way because this is the fastest. But that's just what you did.
It's just
in the moment, and then you have to accept that that's what you did in the moment. Like,
it's a lot more peaceful too, right? And like knowing that everyone finds out at the same time and there's no practice time, because I'm sure that there would be the demons in the mind for some people if you do get the workouts 2 weeks out and you're able to, you have the time and the opportunity to practice that, and you didn't, you'd be like, oh, but they're going to do better because they got to practice and I didn't, or they've talked about the strategy and my partner's been sick and hasn't even been to the gym. Or so I think like that piece of knowing everyone's in it together, like everyone's just starting off the same. That's pretty cool.
that is very cool.
and the offsite was very fun as well.
Oh,
It made
that's
the day
good.
go
Fast,
faster.
yeah, I
and
felt like
just
that too.
Changed it up a bit, rather than being in the gym the whole day.
Yeah.
And just taking fitness outside of these like
Four
walls.
walls that people get very cozy. So it's nice.
Yeah.
And like I had a couple of comments like I never would have ever been to the track in my life. So because you guys put that
That's cool.
out there, like that's pretty cool that I got to experience what being on a track feels like.
Yeah, that's nice.
And facing things that come up, like it could have been drizzling, it could have been like all these different things, like things that you just have to deal with
Yeah.
in the moment. I like that rather than here, which is quite safe. You know where the toilet is. You can rush there 2 seconds before, like
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
People had to do bushwees because they didn't want to pay for the toilets. And then did you know that I found out that there was toilets open? Did I tell you about that?
Oh, no.
So funny. So
I saw a lot of girls going over there.
Yeah,
I
they
just
were
assumed they were peeing in a bush somewhere.
So there was the toilets where my quadrant was.
Yeah.
That building, there was a toilet in there and it was open because of the footy.
Ah, perfect.
And so there was a bunch of girls doing bushwees because I didn't know, and there was a bunch of girls using those. So I thought that was very funny.
That is funny.
That's very cool.
Sorry, I have to change.
Talent show.
Oh, Jesus
I was gonna say, what about event
We
5?
haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah. So how did that come about? Oh, I said, so last year you came to the after party. We had pizza. I hated ordering. Like, that was a whole nother stress in itself because we had 2 separate payment options for the contested games. You either pay for the after party or you don't pay. It's just like a whole other element of work that you have to do to sort things out, which is fine. But it's like, no, Jason's catering this year. Jason carved up and he did great.
He did. Oh my God.
I was like,
so good.
Yeah, he did very, very well. So that was nice to offload the food to him. And that was great for him to put himself out there and like I can't imagine what it feels like for him to want to be able to do that as a business and then share that with people. That would feel very nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we picked up the pizzas last year and then you had a family emergency and you literally could not stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was shit for you, obviously. And it, like, I would say everyone was kind of like, what happened?
What do we do?
Like, and it like, yeah. And then when we had it just here and it was just like food and then there was the awards, it just, for me, it felt like we were missing something. Like we needed something else. So I was saying that to you. Who was with us?
Hannah and Nick, I'm pretty sure.
Hannah and Nick. And Becky.
Thanks.
When we were all over near the whiteboard. Yeah. Becky's like, fuck you. I was there too. Sorry, Becky.
It's my idea before you say
Was it?
anybody else's.
I don't remember. I just
don't
remember there was
remember
people. So I remember we were sitting there and I was like, we need something else. Oh, I remember now. And then Becky started talking about tap dancing and she can put on a show.
That's right.
She's like, I'll put on a show for everybody because she's been doing her dancing. And we were like, that's fun. Like, Becky can put on a show. And then it evolved into, I think, several people at a similar time. You and Han were both like, talent show. And then I was like, yes, looked at you, knowing that thought. I was like, Candace will not be in. And Candace was like, that's fun. And I was like, all right, let's get ready for some fucking secondhand embarrassment.
oh my
Because if
God.
I knew if Candace was like gonna go ahead with it, then it's a go ahead. Because I would love it, but I did
Yeah.
not think that you would be in on that.
Yeah.
And
God.
I don't think you really thought about it, did you?
I have never been so uncomfortable. Like, I was like, loved it. Like, I love that people can put themselves out there, but I was like, I just feel so many things and I don't know what they are, but I'm so uncomfortable.
The only one that made me feel like that was the slam poetry because I feel
Fucking funny.
like when people do slam poetry, I feel uncomfortable. Like when they're so serious and like it's just something that I'm so sorry for anyone who's into slam
They
poetry.
did it this morning and
Oh,
they were both here.
it.
They said something and they both like recited a line. I was like, not again, please. Like, I loved it, but stop.
I don't get secondhand embarrassment
Oh my
from
God.
anything, but that I was just inside of myself watching it. Like it was very bad. It was great.
It was like so bad it was good,
Yeah.
but like everyone was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just so impressed with everybody.
Yeah. So next year, I think the feedback that we got was everyone loved it and
Everyone
they want
loved
it.
it,
They want to
yeah.
keep it, but I do want more of an audience next year.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want to do the talent show, you
Yeah.
don't have to, but I want you to come and watch it because it's very great.
It was so good.
And shout out to Kim and John who were guest judges.
Yeah.
They were hilarious.
So funny.
Man.
Oh
But
my
yeah, like
God.
for the people who weren't here and didn't see, what did we have? We had Becky and Mads. They did
The winners.
yeah, they won the talent show.
like an under the sea dance, synchronized swimming routine. It was amazing.
It's so ridiculous. I could just see Becky's
my
face.
face was so sore and I was crying.
It was brilliant. It was
Oh my
so
God.
good. How many practices did you guys have?
Just one
What?
in my garden.
You're joking. One
I've seen the
practice?
footage from that, and
Have you-
Baxter's just sitting there like,
Baxter's
"What are you doing?"
Mom, what are you doing? That's funny. One, that's very impressive. It followed with the worst of the night, Woods and Kez. And we gave them a thumbs down trophy because it was so terrible. But I
God blocked that from my memory.
know that we could absolutely razz them for that because they knew it was shit too. It was hilarious. Like the look on their face following you and Mads, they were like, we don't want to do this anymore.
Oh
They-
my God.
Yeah, they did the bit out of Miss Congeniality.
Yeah,
The wine glasses.
yeah, yeah.
What else was there? The slam poetry from Ez and Claire. It's fucking
Oh,
cringy.
Tara and Kirsten, they
The
made up a song, like a rap
Brilliant
song,
rap.
which is great.
Eminem, lose yourself. So you've only got 10 squats. Very funny. What else do we
So
have?
funny. We had Gracie and Brooklyn. So Gracie just did all her cool tricks, and Brooklyn did some somersaults. So that was very good.
Very funny.
Paris and
Paris
Hailey.
and
their
Hailey.
makeup
That was
tutorial.
funny.
I was dying of laughter that whole time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we're gonna put a little compilation together.
Oh,
of-
Hannah and Nick with
their WAP dance.
I choreographed that, guys.
Well, I mean, you did it. Megan 3 Stallions did. The Stallion? 3 Stallions.
The Stallion.
The Stallion?
Yeah, just with 2 E's.
Oh, not.
You're so old.
I'm embarrassed. I'm going to edit my first ever
There's
podcast.
an episode of, I think it's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and they're talking about, no, I don't know what it is, an episode of something. They're talking about ASAP Rocky, but she says ASAP Rocky, and they're like, oh my God, you're such a loser. Anyway,
Megan the Stallion.
the
But yes, yeah.
So
No, you
funny.
did choreograph that for them.
and I started learning something. Did I tell you? Yeah, I told
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Oh, because we were going to do one.
yeah.
We were going to do like a opening performance,
Yeah.
but I was the one who was like, I don't want to learn something.
Yeah.
This is too long.
Yeah.
What did you start learning? Or do you want to save it?
No, I learnt the.
How far have you kept learning? Are you still
No,
going?
oh no, I stopped.
Oh, okay.
Josh got so mad at me. The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, obsessed with that documentary. I learnt the Thunderstruck, the entry, the walk on the way in. Yeah, I got to that point.
It's very good.
I was pretty impressed with myself. But Josh was like, stop fucking counting. 'Cause like 1, 2, 3.
Should have got him to do it with you.
So funny.
And on Nick and Han's WAP dance, did you know that Nick injured herself?
No. That's embarrassing.
From the split, she had a really sore. She said she woke up the next day. She was like pretty okay from the games, and she just couldn't remember
Oh,
what
a hamstring.
she like did her hammy a little bit, but it was okay. It came good
That's
after a
so
few
funny.
days, but yeah, had a few too
Bloody.
many drinks, and then she was
More
too
limber than
flexible.
she
She's like,
actually
wait, I
is."
did the splits. I can't do the splits. She was, yeah,
Wait a minute.
very funny. So that's what happens when you get on the piss and do the splits.
Yeah.
But yes, overall, amazing day. Loved it. Best one yet. And I think we
So
say that every
fun.
year, but like really,
Like
truly,
it does just keep getting better.
It does.
so.
Because yeah, everything just keeps evolving and getting better. Anything else, guys?
I think that's it.
Yeah. I think that's it. Nice.
CrossFit Games starts tomorrow.
That's my bright spot.
I'm very excited. I was not excited. Obviously, last year was different, but I haven't been excited for the games for the last few years. But I feel very excited for this.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think that I also have loved every single episode of the Road to the Games documentaries. Like
In the lead
I
up.
think there's like 11 of them out. Like they're so good this time. I've loved them.
The tier one, like
Yeah, that's
loved. It's incredible.
that made me cry. Like I just
That woman is
oh
something else.
mate, we talked about it at Torian when we were watching her because all the talk before that was like she's not going to be as good. Like
I even said it.
yeah, like she can't win again.
After she had a baby, I was like, she will not come back. You can't do that the year after you have a baby. No
Mate,
chance.
I'm just.
And then I
she's-
was like, I fucking eat my words. That
Yeah.
woman is something else
so she's gonna win.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone.
while she's in it.
Yeah,
And just that, like, we talked about it during the week, like, just that bit where Gracie Walton and her were in the back entry, like, waiting, like, to be marshaled or whatever. and Gracie was nervous for that workout and the pain, and Tia looked at her and said, I don't feel pain. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's,
Like, she has this, like, edge that no one else has.
Yeah.
And you can see it in her eyes.
yeah. She said in that doco as well, obviously different parts. She said something like, it's like, she's like, I'm just so obsessed with being better. And she's like, it's exhausting because every second of my day, I think about what I can do better to be better. And she's like, I'm so tired, but I can't stop. And I was like, oh, like she's incredible.
Absolutely nuts. And not to talk about it too soon, but I'd be so interested to see what that looks like on the other side.
Yeah.
Like how she's going to come down from being an elite athlete for however many years. Like, it's been so long.
And the greatest that we will ever see. I don't think anyone's going to be able to do that ever again.
Yeah.
In any sport, probably.
Like, yeah, it's so hard to, like, as an amateur CrossFitter that loves competing, to get to a level and then pull back and know that you're not going to be as good as you once were. That was hard. Imagine what it's going to be like for her. Like, being the best at it in the world. She's going to need a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Girlfriend should start now.
Yeah. To
It
prep.
was like a cool post. Dave, I don't want to butcher it, but Dave Castro was just talking about her and that, you'll never see this again. And somebody said Tia is unbeatable, but then Tia came back and was like, everybody's beatable.
But she's like, not me.
I'm not going to
Not me
let
now. Yeah.
you beat me.
Yeah.
Like, anyone is beatable.
Yeah.
I'm
that
not
was a
I'm
good,
not going to let it happen or something like
Yeah.
that.
I'm just not ready to let
Which
that
is just
happen or
all
something.
like
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
she said in
yeah.
that same doco, the Road to the Games, I think, that one, she was like 90% of it's mental.
Yeah.
90% of this is all mental.
Yeah.
She's, But yeah, you look at that first Road to the Games that they did on her, where she was like a...
and her mental space was, I was like, I don't like you. Like,
Yeah,
the
I
way-
remember watching that. I was like, I thought I liked this chick, but
Yeah.
she's like really negative.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it was just such a confidence thing,
yeah.
right?
And she was
like,
so young. Yeah.
and then, and then you watch the years later and she's like, I remember watching that. I was just so disappointed in everything about who I was and the way I handled it. And so I'm so glad they did that, because she probably wouldn't have been as dominant as she's been without going through.
Yeah. Without like feeling what it felt like to not win that
Yeah.
year when she thought she gave it everything.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah, looking forward to that.
But I'm
Looking
calling it
forward to-
early. It's going to be Australia. Men.
On both sides?
Yeah. Ricky.
You reckon Ricky's going to do it?
100%.
No. I'll fight you on
100%.
that. The only reason I'm going to say not Ricky is his overhead position.
Walking. Yeah.
His overhead position is just not it.
Yeah.
He's incredible. I'm not saying he's not incredible, but I don't believe he has the endurance overhead or the strength. But
I
we'll
agree. I
see.
agree with that. I just think he's got that dog in him. I don't know.
Oh, fucking oath.
I just think anyone who's been through he obviously he fucked up. He did the wrong
Also
thing.
very young.
Very stupid, very young. For him to stay in that condition for 4 years and make a comeback, like
Wasn't it more or was it 4?
I think the ban is 4 years.
thought it
I
was
don't know.
6.
Maybe it was longer.
Who knows?
But that's like
Nuts.
insane. Anyway,
So-
I'm very excited.
so crazy.
Probably not going to leave the house this weekend.
Yeah. Sounds
Sounds like a plan.
like a good thing.
Where
We'll
do you
text
watch
each other
it?
from our couches.
I'd like watching it by myself at home.
As in,
Oh,
yes.
sorry.
like, duh.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Becky's like, can we have a watch party?
No.
Candace is like, absolutely not. I will be by myself on my couch.
But
I
it's
like,
out there now. Do not come round.
you know what?
like-
Everyone fuck off. Don't message me either.
No, well, I was about to say, I like watching it and messaging Amanda, but I don't want to talk to anyone else. Like when
Yeah.
members come in and talk about it, like, no.
Yeah.
Wait till it's finished. We
Yeah.
can talk about it then.
Oh, especially at the end. Do not talk
yeah.
about
Oh,
it
yeah. I ban it
for
Monday morning.
At least
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah. Don't say what. Hello.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube. Sorry. Yes. Not at my house with me.
By yourself on a couch. And don't you
Sorry.
dare fucking message me. I'm allowed to. I don't.
Jesus Christ.
I love watching the men's side, but I cannot give you a clear winner. But because next time the podcast happens, there will be. So I'm going to go ahead and have a look and see who's
Okay.
out there. But obviously Tia.
Yeah.
Where will I find this list?
Do you want me to give you some names? Will this
Yeah,
help you?
give me some names.
Dallin Pepper.
I love Dallin and Jason Hopper.
yeah.
They're so funny.
Justin Medeiros. Do you think he can come back?
Oh, okay. I'm not going to go through my phone.
Okay.
This is great. I think Justin has done a lot of work. Well, I don't think he said.
He's like changed up a couple
Yeah,
of things.
he's done
yeah.
a lot of work on his mental game and also physical, and obviously having Ellie to train with would be an incredible gain. So yeah, I think Justin, he could.
Jeff Adler.
Ooh. He's a freak.
I feel like he doesn't get enough credit because he's not a big personality,
but he's a freak.
but he's next level.
Who else?
What about?
Roman.
Ooh, yeah. I feel
He's just a big dog. It's like he's too big.
he's like too big, too much.
But he was it last year? No, was it last year? No, the year before. His leg.
Oh, when he broke his foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it last year?
Uh,
No, year
Year
before.
before?
Because Adler got him and Sprague won last year. He would have won
yeah. Yeah.
2 years back.
Yeah. What about Sprague? Do you feel like he's still going to be up there, or do you
Look-
think last year was like just a weird old time?
I think it was pretty weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Paddy Vellner.
Oh, I would love it.
That would make me so happy.
He's such a legend.
He's the best. But he'll come last in event one like always, and then just have to fight back all weekend.
And then on the last event where there's shoulders to overhead, he'll fail the fucking lift and then like not win.
break all our hearts again.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say Ricky's gonna come second.
Okay.
I think Justin Medeiros might.
Okay.
I think
that would be
so.
very cool to see.
I reckon he's gonna do really well. If
Yeah.
not first, he's gonna be on the podium.
Okay.
And I'd love to see Jay Crouch up there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be very cool. I think Gracie Walton's gonna shock everyone this
I think
year.
so too. She's been getting a lot of coverage. Like Proven has been on her a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like there.
Even the games have put her on Instagram a bit, which is really
interesting.
good. I think
Yeah.
she's beautiful. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah,
helpful.
she's very like marketable.
Yeah.
They're expecting big things, so I think.
Yeah,
Which is cool.
yeah, yeah. It's very exciting. You excited for
It's
it?
exciting.
Yeah.
Do you
It'd be
follow?
good to see that many Aussies near the
Yeah,
top. Hey?
so cool.
Yeah,
Very
and I
cool.
don't know if you watch. Do you watch the Road to the Games episodes?
I
you seen them?
haven't seen any, but I really
I might
want
put a
to.
link in the members group tonight because
That's
I
a
feel
good
like
idea.
everyone would love them so much.
Did you watch the boys ones that I was telling you?
Yeah.
so fun.
So
the Aussie
good.
boys. There was Ricky, Jay, and who was it?
Oh, I have
Bailey.
seen
Oh, the
that
talk
one.
from
Oh, that
Torian
was from
episode,
Torian.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Bailey, and they're
Yeah.
just so funny.
So
Like our
funny.
Aussies are just. They're like I'm very proud of like them representing our country because they're just
Yeah.
all such good people as well. Not that we're friends, but you can just tell they're solid,
Yeah.
solid peeps.
So cool.
Awesome, that's my bright spot. What's yours?
Oh no, I have a story. Do we have time for
yeah,
a quick
fuck
story?
yeah.
Okay, so we've been renovating our house for 100 years.
Yeah, at least.
Knocked it down, rebuilt it anyway.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
All I have wanted is a bathroom door. That's all I've
Did you
wanted.
get it?
I got a bathroom door.
Wait.
But
So excited.
it's funny because it's so shit. So it's like a barn sliding door. It's literally been 3 years. But Josh, I just want you to put on you're a builder. Like just put the fucking door on the wall.
But I
don't
love
care.
that he's been fucking with you for some time now. He'd be like, I've got a surprise for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he has done that a couple of times and been like,
Yeah, it's a door.
no. So he finally did it. He didn't paint it, so it's blue. It's like the color of timber, and it doesn't have a handle on it,
You
so
know
I
that
can't
timber's not
actually.
blue, right?
But it's like the treatment,
Oh, okay, right.
like the blue that I'm talking about.
Not really.
Okay, I'll send you a photo because it's ugly.
Okay.
And he didn't put a handle on it, so I can't actually close it the whole way. Yeah.
That's so funny.
And he didn't attach it down the bottom properly, so it just fucking flaps.
So he's giving you a door that's crap, like
Yeah,
absolutely crap.
I'd prefer no door. Like
So she doesn't even use it.
I still can't poop with the door closed because it doesn't close.
You have an ensuite,
Yeah.
but do you not use that? Is there a door?
That's the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is there a toilet door on the main toilet?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want that. You want your ensuite.
Oh, I want my own suite.
I understand.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like it's fine, but
I understand.
first world problems.
These
I
are-
just really would like a door.
Yeah. So, but you're not happy with this door. So, what's going to happen? Is he going to fix
Nothing
it?
probably.
It'll stay like that
We'll
for
stay
another
there
3
for another 3 years.
Was he like, look at the door?
Yeah, and I was like, why is it blue?
and where is the handle?
It's so funny.
Well, that's not Candace's bright spot.
No.
Just a funny story. I mean, I get a door, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a start.
Do you have a bright spot, Becky?
My crown hanging off my computer. Well, that was a couple of weeks ago. So Run Club. Run Club has come to an end. And
She just
it was
went like this,
another-
everybody. If you're
Full
watching.
circle hands. And yeah, another great
Experience.
group and experience. Yeah, everyone did really well.
You do very well with Run Club. It's very cool to see. I even got you to coach my 805.
Yeah, that was
last
so
week.
good.
That was good.
So
yeah.
good.
Yeah, so we made the Saturday class last week, Run Club, and I was checking the notes the night before and I was like, I don't know any of this. So I got Becky to coach the class and followed along, and it was very cool. You know your runs.
And so you've got the Sunny Coast Marathon Sunday. How many
This
people are
Sunday.
doing it?
There's 14 in our team, but then I know there's a few others that are doing it but haven't signed up.
Is
to
that
the
so
team.
far? Everyone's doing the 5K?
5:10,
Yeah.
a couple of halves.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
I think
good.
Cole and Paris.
Yeah,
doing the
I know
halfies.
we're doing the halves. Yeah, Beck Jones normally does the half, but
Yeah.
she's decided to do the 5K and try and get under the 30.
Yes, yeah,
Which is a
she told me
really
that the
great
other
goal.
day. That's
That's
so cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
And
Very
then
different.
more doing the 5 or the 10 out of everyone else. Or you don't know.
I need to have a little look. I did a poll. I can have a look. I think it's mostly it's probably even, about 50-50.
Because I would say like years gone, like years previous, when we just had a run club, I don't think when you were running it, because you've done run club for 3 years now.
Yeah, first year was like a testy year. So 2 years.
I don't think you can
Yeah,
say
3
testy.
years.
Just
3
say
years.
testy.
Why did that need a Y on the end?
Testy year.
Testy.
Like testes. Yeah, and previously I would say there wasn't many that did 10s, so that's pretty cool if people are signing up for 10s.
Yeah, 50-50.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, fair few doing the 2 with their kids,
Yeah,
cute.
which is very sweet.
that's awesome.
Oh, and Belle's doing the half.
Of course.
Of course she is.
Yeah, she's crushing it at the moment with her runs.
Yeah,
very cool. Awesome. Okay, well that was fun. I really liked revisiting all of that. Feels like a therapy session out, like get
all
all
your
the
feelings
information out about the game. So that was fun. That was good. All right.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.